But definitely, if I had this information while we're still in Melbourne, I would not have gone.
We should not have gone.
Yeah, I wish we were in Melbourne right now.
It's actually, look at this. There's actually quite a few people out, guys.
There's two groups.
There's even a tour group. Where do we begin?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll just begin that we did cut our Italian trip short. It's very, very short. We were supposed to be there for like 2 weeks. We stayed there for like two nights or something and left. We just want to give some background information first before we go into the video, just to let you guys know how we even went there and why we even went there in the first place.
It does seem crazy looking in. Like, why are these people flying to Italy during coronavirus?
Well, it looks crazy now, but that video was, the start of that video was almost about 2 weeks ago. And you guys would know that pretty much everything has been happening within the past week. So like 2 weeks ago, I mean, coronavirus was there, but it wasn't as serious as it is now. And then out of nowhere, just, you know, everybody knows day by day, like every country is just locked down, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, we tried cancelling for ages. We talked to so many people, all the people that like we booked through, etc. Like accommodation booking websites directly to the people, everybody was just saying that it was fine. It's business as usual and they won't be cancelling anything because it's totally fine. Which looking back now, you think what the hell? But at that time, it kind of was still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like this has ever happened before, so I don't think the hotels like saw it coming.
No, it was to the point where Venice was locked down and we found that the very first night we got there. And the Venice hotel was telling us, no, it's still business as usual. Even the locals there just had no clue what was going on. And we noticed that when we were there, nobody really had a clue what was going on either. And that's kind of why we went, because local Italians there were telling us that everything was fine. And it's kind of funny just to look back and reflect on what happened, knowing what we know now and what we didn't know then. So here's our experience.
Enjoy the shit show.
Yeah, just enjoy the craziness that unfolded. Hey everybody, hope everybody's having a good day. This feels really weird for us. We haven't vlogged for like over a month, but it probably feels like nothing to you guys because we've just been chilling at home. This is probably the last time that I can walk around as a free man because I'm going to Italy.
Oh man.
Hopefully it's not the case, but I feel like I might get trouble in Italy because people think I'm like Chinese, and which they shouldn't, right? Because Chinese aren't even allowed in at the moment. So it doesn't even make sense.
I think they think that just all Asians are infected.
No other race would ever think like, oh, there's a white guy, he must be American. But everyone is always like, oh, there's an Asian person, must be Chinese.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Maybe it's because China has the biggest population.
Because it just, the reverse would just never happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to Italy and it is during the coronavirus period. So this will be a snapshot into what Italy is like right now because there's a lot of cases. And I know there's going to be some people who are like, oh, why are you guys even traveling? Blah, blah, blah. Look, we've done the research.
Yeah.
We've done heaps of research. We've been looking at it every day. And we think for us, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
We've just woken up and found out the whole entirety of Italy has been placed on lockdown. This is some pretty bad news. I know, we just saw somebody take a pack of 18 rolls of toilet paper as their carry-on. But anyway guys, let's just fingers crossed that I don't get any trouble in Italy.
I really hope not.
Yeah.
It's really sad that we have to keep open plans and not book too far in advance just in case like the racism is intense. We need to leave and probably go to a different continent.
Yeah, I'm not actually scared of coronavirus. The only reason that I've kept plans open is just maybe I'm just gonna have a terrible time. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get any openly racist people either.
That lady told you to leave the store.
Yeah?
Like, she was speaking Italian, but she was like pointing at the door, as in like, get out. This lady like covered her mouth when you walked past, and then when we left she uncovered it. She was telling you to fuck off.
Probably.
She was speaking Italian, but I understood what she said.
Let's get back into the travel side of things. We have like a 24-hour travel day to get to Europe. Dude,
The shapes.
have you stocked up for coronavirus or something? What is with all the snacks? How many snacks do you have?
I couldn't decide what flavour I wanted, so I got both.
You've gotten this for just like 1 or 2 flights. That's not normal. And
Why?
a pack of gummy
And
bears.
I really wanted to try honeycomb.
Is that necessary?
Yes. What? What?
What in the world are you, what?
Hey, we're leaving Australia. I need the Australian snacks.
I've gotten the thing. Let's see what it is.
I've got a chicken. Ooh.
We just finished our first flight. Surprisingly, that was actually a really good flight. It was 9 hours, but felt like not very long at all.
We had a row to ourselves. It was kind of empty, so they were spreading every travel party to sit in their own row, so the strangers didn't have to sit together. It was so good.
And then now that we got off, we had to get our temperatures scanned as well. And then they put a sticker on our boarding passes. We're heading to our next gate now. It's going to be a 12-hour flight. We've got 3 hours here first, so let's hope it's not too bad. Finally made it to our gate. It's 1 a.m. or past 1 a.m. now for us, so I'm really tired and delirious.
So we're sitting at the gate, and so far it just seems like everyone else on our flight is an Italian local and not an actual tourist visiting. So we're the crazy ones. Anyway, we're sitting here and we've just found out Italy has gone into lockdown. So they've closed all the museums, restaurants have to close at 6 p.m. or something. I don't know, all these like restrictions. You can't leave or go to Venice, and our flight from Venice to Romania was not cancelled, rescheduled to leave from London. A whole other country. Not a different airport, not a different city in Italy, a freaking different country. Never heard of that before. So naturally, we're gonna cancel that flight because we can't make it to London. We are just looking at some accommodation to see what to do. Like, honestly, we don't know what to do. We're about to get on a plane to go to a country that is like, once we get there, we can't really do anything. I wish we were in Melbourne right now. We're literally at our layover in Bangkok when we got this info. Anyway, we're just gonna like try and see what to do while we sit and wait. But definitely, if I had this information while we're still in Melbourne, I would not have gone. Because we can't even do anything. We were like, cool, there'll be no crowds. Kind of like when we went to Hong Kong. Like, the tourist attractions were so empty, it was amazing. But now you can't even go to the tourist attractions because they're closed. So, I don't know. Stay tuned. And you'll probably find out as we find out. I've condensed all my snacks into one box. Gummy bears, Kit Kat and Shapes in one easy travel pack.
We've made it onto our flight. We're officially going to Rome. That's for sure. Everything else, though, our plans is totally in shambles. We might be going to America. We might stay in Europe. We might go to Taiwan. We might go to South America. We don't even know at this stage. We have no clue. All I know is I'm going to try and enjoy this long-ass flight. Our plans are in such shambles. We don't even know whether we have accommodation in Rome, which I'll explain when we get to Rome and when my brain isn't as fried, because there's so much going on right now.
Yeah, the flight's pretty full, but we have a row again to ourselves, same as last time.
I'm surprised it's so full.
Yeah, but that extra seat in your row, like, it makes such a difference. It's so good.
Alright, see you guys in Rome.
Tourists versus us.
We just arrived in Rome. I really thought I'd get in more trouble or have a tougher time getting into the country through immigration, customs, etc. But that was the quickest immigration baggage claim I've ever experienced in my life.
Because we were pretty much the only tourists, so all the locals go in a different line.
Yeah.
And then there was like literally no tourists.
Crazy.
It was so good. The airport's so empty. Can you see behind us? There's not many other people here.
We're outside the airport now, and I just want to preface this video by saying we tried cancelling everything first. You know, the hotels said no, the hotel booking site said no, the insurance company said no, and it was like either we go or we lose like, I don't know, like thousands of dollars in accommodation alone, not including flights.
Yeah, and because Rome was our first stop in Italy, so we have other stuff. I mean, our first stop in Europe. We have other stuff in Europe too. That, like, you know, if we didn't go to Italy, then like that's cancelled too, you know.
Yes, and that's why I kind of thought we don't know whether we have accommodation when we first get here, because we're like on hold with the hotel websites, and now we're trying to get in touch with the hotels, trying to cancel it. Turns out we do have accommodation, so we're heading there now. It's only 7 a.m. here. It's totally empty, no tourists, obviously.
Yeah.
When we first got onto the flight in Melbourne, I told Nikita, I've got a good feeling about this trip. And then we get to Bangkok, we find out that Venice is now locked down and you can't even go to Venice. And our Venice hotel is refusing to give us a refund, even though originally they were like, if things become worse and the government says you can't go there, a refund will be issued. But now they're not doing that anymore, so we're trying to sort that out. But I want to stay positive, because we're here in Italy anyway. We're gonna be here for the next week or so. So may as well make good of a bad situation. Gotta eat delicious pasta. And if I have to quarantine myself and just eat pasta for like 2 weeks, I'm okay with that as well. We're on the bus now. It's gonna be 1 hour to Rome.
1 hour.
And how embarrassing, the lady was like, how many tickets? And Nikita, who was Italian, said 2. And I had to correct her and say, it's actually 2.
I just forgot.
You're embarrassing me.
I even learned how to say 2 tickets.
Yeah.
I forget. No, I forget. No.
We're on the streets of Rome. It's so exciting. It's Nikita's first time. And when we first landed, it didn't even hit me or hit us, because I think we were just stressed or sleep deprived. We didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
But now we're here amongst the streets and it's so beautiful. Like all the buildings, it's just, because we're from Australia and we've just been traveling Asia, so we're totally not used to any of this.
No.
I haven't been to Europe in 5 years. Nikita's never been. I'm so excited.
5 years. I love how you just make up these numbers.
I went when I was 19. I'm 24 this year. That's 5 years.
No, you didn't go when you were 19.
I was 19.
You must have been 21, because we were together, but I haven't been with you when you were 19.
I left when I was 19, didn't I?
No.
I swear I was 19 when I went. Alright, whatever. I haven't been in years. I don't know why she has to like try to embarrass me on camera like that. So far, everybody's been treating us very nicely. We got off the bus and someone's already trying to give us directions on where to go. So we're gonna head to our hotel, and it's only like 8 a.m. so it's so early for check-in. I'm half hoping, because it's so quiet tourism wise, that they just let us check in. I kind of want to get out of this Cookie Monster jumper, so I feel like it just screams, hey, I'm a tourist, come pickpocket me and come rob me and everything. So we're just gonna explore Rome if they don't let us check in early, which fair enough, it's like 8 a.m. So let's head to the hotel. Okay, so still staying positive, but we've decided we're getting the hell out of here. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and then watch this video next for 25 years of good luck.